Okie dokie. I've spotted before we kick off, there's just something that's niggled me. It's on your Google Analytics. Are you able to sign into your Google account to do some work on my behalf? Oh, have I lost you?
Yeah, no, I'm still here.
Oh, right.
Don't know why my camera's not on, but it should be.
Let me just have a look. Ask to start video. Ta-da!
There. So you want me to go into my analytics?
Yeah, if you can share your screen for me and pop into Google Analytics, thanks. I go to a lot of football matches because my husband's a Spurs season ticket holder.
All right. I'm not a Zoom guy at all, so how do I share my screen?
It should be at the center. If you hover your mouse down the bottom towards the taskbar, there's two Zoom windows and there's a green screen share thing. Yeah, pretty much overnight it went from Skype to Zoom in lockdown. There we go. Lovely job. So can you pop into GA4 for me, pretty please?
No, where do I find? I'm not an analytics guy, so where do
Don't worry, I train every day on Zoom. So with your mouse at the top left, can you click the word Brackenwood above all website data? Yeah, that's it. And then what you're looking for is the second one down with a star. It's in the middle column. That's it. And then hit open for me. The thing is, because you've got the top level account, I'm not going to be able to do this one task. So with your mouse, can you go to the bottom left and click the gear icon? Fab. And then it is the second menu where it says property settings. I just don't want you to click there just yet. I want you to scroll all the way to the bottom. I'm looking for search console links. It's below the fold. Down a little bit more. Yeah. There you go. Search console links. Yeah. So I've checked in Universal Analytics. You are linked to Search Console, but you're not here. So you can click that as well. And then there's a little blue link on the right-hand side. And hopefully, fingers crossed, you're in the same account. So on the right-hand side, choose accounts. Lovely. And it's the HTTPS one. Oh, in fact, actually, Alan, stop there a sec. Your domain's there. So if you can choose domain for me. Lovely. And where is the next button?
Just the top right.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, your face is covering it. Yeah. And then hit next. Web stream select. It's on the right-hand side. And then just tap into that one. And then choose, yeah. Next. Review and submit. And if you just submit that for me. There you go. You're now a verified SEO. Welcome to the club. So that I am a little bit disappointed to see it's not there, but also that means that I've learned something new today. So we're both happy. So you can actually kill that analytics tab now if you like. That's it. Fabulous stuff. So the one thing that I just wanted to show you as well while you're here is that when I go into your analytics, which is, I think I've gone back one. Overview. See here, I've dragged the, I'll get you a better view. I've dragged the data back to 2019. Or I did do. And you can see your journey here, look. So this is where lockdown started, sort of end of January, February, and then it went mental, and then it went down again. So you can see all the different lockdowns. And then here, is this where we came back from lockdown?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Then all of this has gone down and then up and then down, and you've actually just stayed down since then. So you were enjoying a lot of success at this point.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk me through any website changes that's happened between July 2020 and recently, just in case that the drop in traffic is due to a design as opposed to just general popularity?
Oh. The whole of the fenestration industry went bananas.
Yeah.
People were locked up, had lots of savings,
Yeah.
were investing in their homes. And what we see towards the end of 2021, the middle of 2021, is that starting to slow down.
Yeah.
And then we had the energy issues, prices, food, the war in Ukraine.
Yeah.
All of those things have impacted on that. So you've gone from March 2019. If you go back to March 20, or probably the new website at that stage, we try 2018 and see what it gives us.
Okay.
It might give us the old site as well, but it might just be, yeah. So
yeah, it does.
You can see there in relation to the other side, 2023, 2022, 2023, yeah. We are up. That bit in the middle, and it would be great if we can recreate the amount of traffic that we had during the pandemic.
Yeah.
And we may well be able to do that because we've increased the size of the pond that we fish in just recently. But we're obviously not we're not doing a lot of business in those areas yet. But we've gone in the last 5 years from a company that did £4 million to a company £4 million with no digital presence.
Yeah.
To a company that's now this year, our year end is in about 4 weeks' time. We'll have done £13 million.
Yeah.
And we're now pretty much all digital with a bit of audio. But we have a lot to learn, and we have a long way to go.
Yes and no. And can you explain to me more about you've expanded your reach? Is that specifically for paid traffic, or is this because you've got extra teams in different areas?
Yeah, two things. One is I've been in this industry a long time.
Yeah.
And I've survived 4 fairly rigorous recessions. And there's only 2 ways to win in a recession. One is to put your prices up, and the other is to enlarge your pond. And generally in a recession, putting your prices up isn't always a good strategy. So increasing the size of your pond. So instead of Hampshire, Berkshire and Surrey, where typically Brackenwood have fished, we added on West Sussex, Dorset, and a little bit further west into Wiltshire. Okay. And those 2 areas, the kind of more into the south of England, down towards the coast, along to the east and along to the west, have give us a good large chunk of land that we weren't previously fishing in. That's
really good. So you've not mentioned London so far.
We don't go into London.
Right.
We're not interested in London. Getting into London is a real issue in terms of parking, in terms of getting street licenses and everything else. It's just not worth the hassle.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you there. I don't drive, but I've had to go to the post office this afternoon to update my driving license. I suppose, Alfie, you've noticed that I've got the same surname as Alfie, as Payne.
Yeah.
My driving license still says Greaves, despite the fact I got married in 2017. I've just held off and it's due for renewal, but I had to get a new photo, and that alone was 10 quid. I'm digressing. So the double glazing company that I worked with in lockdown, they were specifically in London. So I did really well with the London. So it's going to be easier because you're not in London. Yeah. So that's why I'm happy to hear that you're not in London. Yeah. the thing that I did pick up from kind of like a satellite thing is that these 3 counties here, I didn't actually get time to look at, and I just want you to hold this thought and bear with me, just trust me for 2 minutes. So for double glazing windows, and I'm going to go for Reading. Have you checked this at all in Google?
Yeah.
And do you know where you are?
Yeah. We're not.
Right. Oh, so I didn't say Reading. Yeah, because you've got a green logo. I remember looking for your logo.
Yeah.
Definitely not there. Right. The journey that I had with my website as an SEO, it took me 6 months to rank in Weston-super-Mare for just the 2 words SEO or Weston-super-Mare. And then sort of 8 months for Somerset. And of course, Bristol's only 12 miles away. So I'm like hell bent for leather. This is 15 years ago. Bristol, SEO freelancer Bristol, SEO Bristol, nothing in a year, not even in the first 5 pages. So I changed the way that I blogged and I focused more on Somerset, and I added different things from SEO to freelancer and training, kind of that kind of thing. And as the years went on, I was getting kind of, a lot of people just coming to me because of my current client base, a lot of referrals, a lot of local business. I did a lot of networking. And 10 years after that, I actually looked in Bristol and found myself at the bottom of the first page. But that was accidental. I did all of that SEO before, but because of my domain age, and I've talked to you about that as well, the domain age and also my continual blogging about Somerset and Bristol. I still mention Bristol because I thought, sod it, why not? And then suddenly in Google Analytics, this one time at Bandcamp, I saw this guy in Google Analytics that, bless him, he'd gone to the bottom of Google page 2, searching for SEO freelancer UK. I'd never really used the word UK at this point. I just didn't think about it. I was a local girl,
Yeah.
So that was accidental SEO. But of course, I do say that my services are UK nationwide. So perhaps I did do the SEO for that. So of course, for that red rag to a bull. So I got to Google page 1 within 4 months of me identifying I was at the bottom of page 2. And then the journey between Google page 1 position 10, where I was getting 1 inquiry, 2 inquiries a month, from 1 inquiry a month to 2, 3, got to position 6, my inquiries went up overnight. Google, boom, position 1. And that is where I stayed since 2018. So the lesson I've learned from this, and this is why I'm a long-winded person, is that we really do need to start to target your local areas first before shooting for the moon.
Yeah.
We don't have to say too much on your homepage. I really want to make the content speak to search engines, but of course I want people, wherever they search from in your areas, to know that their area is covered, which involves
that's a really, I don't let me see if how can I share my screen now?
let me stop
I just want to show
sharing.
you what we've been what I've been working on this evening. I can't see a share button.
You found it earlier on.
Yeah, it's not there. It's not with the same place. For some reason, let's go on a second. Share screen. So on your screen now is we're starting to look at this. Now let me tell you for why. I'm a great believer in if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And if somebody else has already done it, steal it.
Good man.
Replicate it. So we started to work on this. Now this is based on just go. These guys spend hundreds of thousands of pounds. Can you see the Everest on your screen?
I've got this spreadsheet on your screen. That's all I can see.
Right. So why is that not showing?
Have you got 2 monitors?
Let me just have a look. What can you see now? Can you see the Everest?
I can see, yeah, just the spreadsheet, Winchester, Aldershot, Stockbridge.
All right, okay, just a bit. Yeah, my screen's paused for some reason. Try again.
There you go.
Share. So you see the Everest page now.
There we go, yeah.
All right. Everest are really clever. And we've only just turned our attention full time to the website. We had started to look at it just before lockdown. Then obviously lockdown came. We've got a whole pile of stuff to get rid of. And now we're 100% focused on the website. Now these guys spend a lot of money. Now what they're very good at, now if you see in your area, where they've got Everest in your area, Scotland, Wales, East Anglia, etc.
Yeah.
We should have Hampshire, Berkshire, Surrey, Dorset, Wiltshire, etc. And then in there, when they click in there, Scotland's Double Glazing Company. And then underneath that, they've got all the local pages. So let's just take Aberdeen, for instance. So now you've got everest.co.uk in your area, Scotland, Aberdeen City.
Correct.
And when you're in Aberdeen, if you did an incognito search in Aberdeen, boom, Everest came up. Now they were really clever. They've been really clever with their search optimization, because in their top window, you can see all their terms, casement windows, sash windows, etc.
Yeah.
But in their bottom menu, they've repeated it again, but you're just using slightly different terms. So
correct.
They get two cracks at a similar keyword, which gives them huge ranking potential. The power of this, everybody says to me that what they're doing here is old hat SEO. It doesn't work anymore. Well, it can't be doing them any harm if a company like Everest is doing it. And that really is to your point about how the hell, after 30 odd years and 5 years in digital, are we not even on the first few pages when you search for double glazing in Reading?
Yeah.
That pisses me off.
I would be pissed off as well. But no, to agree with you at one point, the old SEO with all of the links in the footer is very old school. But like you say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. The thing is that in your area, stroke Scotland, stroke Aberdeen City, that makes me weak at the knees. I mean, that is absolutely, this is called a silo, SILO. And silos have been very powerful for maybe 10 years or more, maybe as long as my career. This is what I started with Funky Pigeon before I came self-employed, in terms of / personalized card / photo upload / Mother's Day. And each landing page, whether it's going to be Mother's Day, you know, or Diwali or whatever it was, birthday for a boy, for a girl, all of these have got different silos. Difficulty is that I would prefer to be in a role, if we do work together, whereby I help people write this content, because it is easy to do, and you're going to be paying me too much to write that content, and I'm conscious A, of my time, B, of your urgency, your sense of urgency, and C, because I can give somebody the tuition. If you can give somebody a big job like this, it's like they're, you know, full day, whatever, once or twice a week, depending on what your digital team is at the minute. Do you actually have anybody in house, or are you all like digital agency, as Alfie said?
We don't have anybody in house, but we have a good team. So for instance, Lauren is our content writer. Now she's great at writing content, she's crap at SEO.
Yeah, of course.
And actually, I'm quite happy with that, because I want her to be a good content writer. I have used many content writers over the last 5 years, and actually they don't do enough research. They don't understand what they're writing about, and what they write doesn't make sense. Now you can go to our blog, and the last 20 or so blogs are Lauren's. They're not set up for SEO, but they are well written in terms of somebody who knows nothing about our industry and has done her research to find out about what we are. So her content in terms of writing and her writing style is pretty good.
Okay. How long have we known each other? 21 minutes. Can I piss all over your chips?
Of course you can. That's what you're there for.
So on here, there's three main elements at the top of the page. Number one is the URL. It's not actually the number one. Number one is the H1 tag.
Yeah.
So your H1 tag has got 70 characters, including spaces. So that pipe in the middle is taking up a valuable character. My dad says if you got something for free, take as much of it as you can. Yeah. So building regulations, Brackenwood, your brand name's there, building regulation, none of that says double glazing or whatever. This is blogging for blogging's sake.
Yeah.
Let me just have a look, see if this is inspect while we're here. Right, so that's a H2. So, and again, your H1 is probably pulled in from building regulations. And then Google is ranking you for what are building regulations. There's no internal linking.
Yeah, no, that's what I said to you. So she's no good at SEO, but she's good at writing a piece. And what we actually need is somebody who knows about on-page SEO, which is what we don't have.
Let's have a look at something that might be good. I think I did one in Weston-super-Mare today. Okay, so we'll do an edit. That's not the right one either. By the way, that's not the right one. But here are the categories and the tags. So, but this is kind of the wrong content to have in the first place. I mean, it's right because it's related. You know, it is related. But this particular blog, it is probably a bad example. And Brackenwood, again, you're already top of Google. So you need to, before you start writing anything, you've got to know what you're targeting with your keywords. So before you start writing, you search in Google and you find, okay, I'm going to Google this. And I'm going to find out where we are today. So Aldershot. Aldershot double glazing, not in first 5 pages of Google. I guarantee that I can get you in Google in the first 5 pages in probably 48 hours, simply by using your blog.
Yeah.
And just giving, just give me something small to demonstrate what I can do with something small. And then we just roll out the same method for everything else for all your areas in the South UK.
Yeah.
I mean, that I can't grumble at. There you go, look. That's the internal link there. I'd love to see more of those, and I'd love to see better headers. But if somebody would put this in a draft, this is what I do with my clients. I've got, I don't know, I've got a carpet cleaner, and I don't know anything about the carpet cleaning industry. So I get him to write a blog, send me the photos, put it in draft, and then I go in there and then I do manipulate it.
Yeah, and that's what we discussed today, Nina, with Lauren, is that in future we will give her the topic and we will give her the keywords. She'll go write it, and hopefully we can work together. We then send it to you, and you do your magic, because that's not what Lauren's about. Lauren is about writing. Lauren is not about SEO.
Yeah, of course, and that I'm good with that, because I expect that. Okay, you've got some nice videos. How many years you been on YouTube?
Probably 4, maybe.
Yeah. So YouTube, go on. Tell me, who owns YouTube?
Who owns YouTube? Google.
Yeah. So to rank a website is exactly the same to rank it in YouTube, because it's the same ranking signals. So for example, I'm at the top of Google page 1, position 1 for SEO freelancer UK. And I'm all over YouTube like a rash. with all of those. So it's the same with, hopefully. SEO lady. So if I can do it for me and I can do it for you, but the thing is that you have got so much potential, absolutely so much potential, because you are, I wasn't sharing screen then, because you've got you've got a domain that's older than mine.
Yeah.
And I can spin it around really quickly. If you came to me with a 6-month-old or a 2-year-old domain, it would be like, this is, I can't even give you a time for results. Yeah. I can theoretically, honestly, within weeks, I can get you ranking with some lower areas with a potential. So, for example, with Aldershot, I would then be targeting near Reading in Hampshire. So it wouldn't just be Aldershot or Yateley or whatever. It would be the tri-counties or whatever, anything that we can do. And in the meantime, if you work on the page structure for the individual silos, that would be even better, because if you get a landing page for Reading sorted, and you can do embed a Google map, it's a Google product, embed a Google map, embed a YouTube video about Reading and double glazing, which we can use the videos. You can give me your grandma's apple pie recipe. I can make it rank in YouTube for Brackenwood double glazing. It doesn't matter what's in the video. Yeah. Please don't play my videos. The bullshit. There's nothing in them. It's just screenshots. Yeah. So that's it. Pack up.
Right, cool. So moving that concept forward then, in terms of you getting your hands on those blogs and doing something with them, what are we looking like in terms of investment, Nina?
That is actually the same as what I said in the email. It's a flat fee of £1,000.
Right.
But okay. It will be more. Say again.
That buys us what? What does £1,000 buy us?
That buys you. Okay. I can show you, but I can't. I can explain it to you, but I can't understand it for you. So I have got I've got a master spreadsheet, which is kind of the bare bones. And each one of these master spreadsheets is obviously bespoke to you or to whoever is doing it. Let me just see if I can hide the meeting controls here. It's driving me mad. Right, okay. So the SEO task. Now, we've kind of just done this today, haven't we? Verifying Search Console. We've linked it with Google Search Console. So all this is in priority order. We've probably got all those in thing. So it's the homepage, first of all. It's double pronged. It involves YouTube and video SEO and all of that business, but it's primarily your homepage and your blogs, and actually setting up the blogs for future use, so I don't have to keep doing the same work over and over again. Yeah. But the first thing that we do need to do is actually oh, that's not the right one. Payment agreed. There is the benchmarking of current rankings before SEO starts. Now, this is the hard one. It's where here we've got the blank page for your search terms. But you've shown me the list there with, 125 villages and things like that. So can we just have a cup of tea a second? Because we need to think about this in phases. For if we just have this first month for me to demonstrate and prove myself, we can then expand and roll out in following months. But for this particular month, as a sole trader, I can kind of amalgamate, let's just say, 3 different towns or villages. Yeah. Close to a larger town, close to either, Reading, something, or in Hampshire. So I need to do Hampshire first before we go further afield. Yeah. Are you able to decide that today, or did you want to have a think on that?
No, I can. Does it have to be Hampshire? Could it be Berkshire?
No, it has to be Hampshire because that's where you're based.
Right, okay. It's fine.
Let me just add you. So this is me. This is my play sheet. So I've just sent you an email invite to join me on screen. Camberley Glass as well. They came up in everything. Why have they still got COVID-19 on?
Because they're not as good as us.
No, it's awful. Do you know what? The other day I didn't actually look at their homepage. I just noticed that they were ranking everywhere.
Yeah.
Look at their blog. Yeah, they've got an SEO look. Yeah, they've got an SEO. What may be useful for you, maybe not even this year, is to consider getting a mid-range SEO like bum on seat into your office.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be too much for me to do. I can't, you know, I'd love to work for you full time. You'd be my funky pigeon 15 years ago.
Yeah.
40
the problem
hours.
is finding somebody who can actually do the job.
Yeah, well, I can interview them for you.
Yeah. I've got no problem with that. I've struggled. The first thing is, and this is where we're at now, is we've just changed the website. The website was incredibly slow, and we did all the things that we needed to do to make it quick, but it still wasn't. And we changed the server, so we've now got a solid background, a solid platform. We now need to sort the framework of the website and the on-page SEO. The technical SEO audit is done every quarter, and the technical SEO is pretty good. When you start looking at the page titles and the H1 tags, you'll see we're not perfect, but we're pretty good on that. So the technical SEO is pretty good. The on-page SEO is shit, and we need to sort it.
See, my eyes are drawn to this, Alan, here in the grey.
Yeah.
You hover over it, goes green.
Yeah.
I've just sat here and gone, where's all the double glazing?
Yeah.
But it's there.
Yeah.
I mean, perhaps that's me.
No, I think I can share this with you.
Let me
picked up. So what's really good about this, Nina, is you're actually picking up on some of the stuff that we have already changed. So let me just share with you.
Okay, I swear to God, I've not asked Alfie a crumb of knowledge about this website.
So let me just share with you.
Your fancy spreadsheet with all of the areas on, could you add me to that one, please?
Yeah. So this is the new layout for the website, which replaces the one that you've just seen. So which should make it much easier. But these aren't working at the moment because it's just in Figma. But it's a much cleaner, more intuitive front homepage.
Okay.
Gonna piss my chips again?
Yeah.
I'm glad, Alfie. I'm glad, Alfie. Alfie, I'm glad this has been recorded.
What I'm looking at is yeah, it's a pretty website, and the first thing, you don't even say double glazing, you're straight away saying to me 5 years interest-free credit, view all offers above the fold. This is your prime selling area. You're not even buying me dinner before you're inviting me back. You're just saying straight in there, drop your pants, bend over, give me your credit card details.
Yeah.
And then what, you're making me work. I don't want to work. You've got 4 seconds to impress or digress. If you don't tell me what to do and I understand what you want me to do in 4 seconds, because I'm a stupid member of the general public and I'm browsing and I'm fickle. And if you don't woo me, I'm not going to be here. Why should I bother scrolling down?
Yeah.
Can you scroll down for me? There you go. That's what you need at the top. And of course, you don't want the door because so far we haven't talked anything about doors.
Yeah.
So
actually, probably what we want is what we saw on the Everest website. So rather than the 5 years interest-free credit, we want to talk about the windows here.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I personally am a fan because I didn't realize genuinely until January of this year that, because my maths is shit, I'm shit at darts, that I'm 15 years in business. So the first thing I did was go and make some kind of logo or art creative to say that I'm 15 years in business. You want this at a glance in the corner of your images. So it's like it's subliminal to your brain, is that it's taking it in. It's not somebody that, oh, they're not Everest. I've never heard of Brackenwood. Why should I choose them? Why shouldn't I choose Everest? I know Everest because I'm an 80s girl. Oh my God, Ted, somebody had the feather, didn't he? Choose the best Everest.
Yeah.
Alfie won't know that. He weren't even born then. I tell you what, I struggle with him being 20 sometimes. all me old dad jokes are lost on him.
Okay, right. So this is easy. The new website's easy just to change these things about because it's still in the planning chip, in the development phase.
But that's lovely. I'm happy with all that. Going back to you asked, what do you get for your grand? Why did I choose a webcam? Controls. There we go. So what I'm going to do, I always include one blog because it's you. I'm going to put 2 on. And did you say that your copywriter's name was Lauren?
Yeah.
Yeah. I will write this based on 2 different sets of search phrases and areas. So I want to take total control, not that I'm a freak. Google and YouTube again. I reckon your links are fine. But the thing is with YouTube is that what you're missing out. I wonder if yeah. So in every one of your videos, you really should have a link back. So if I'm doing a blog, I will always do a video, even if it's a shitty one like this. So it's easy if I can teach somebody how to do video SEO. Yeah. Almost, but yes, I like it. You're just missing the link. So it will take somebody, just to go through and get all of those optimized, because if you think about it, if you go to Google and you're looking up something, you aren't going to see videos in there now, obviously, because Google owns YouTube. So if you can get 2 spaces on any page in search results, you've only left 8 other organic spaces for other people because you've got your website entry and you've got your video entry.
Yeah.
So Jeff Iceberg, wasn't it? It's easier to double your conversion rate than double your traffic.
Correct.
Now this is a good question. Do you remember Google Blogger?
I don't know.
It's this really crappy blog. Yeah. Don't know what year this was, 90s. So it's rubbish and it's not going to do anything. The only thing is that it ticks all the boxes about it's another Google product. It's YouTube, we're going to use it. It's Google Maps, we're going to embed it. Blogger, it's another way of generating free links. Now then, because you've got a link in your videos, you're actually getting a link from Google.
Yeah.
By using Blogger, so this is another one that I've got. This is a 4,000 word article. So I've got their video there. And again, this took me a couple of days to write. So you can see this is definitely a SEO written article, but it's informative. And what I'm doing, I'm actually chasing DTF versus DTG printing is this Yo print here, this featured snippet. So you know, that kind of thing. I've got I'm such a diverse girl. I've got a tiling company in Birmingham, and I got a feature snippet in January, and the son of the business literally sent me a TikTok video with his thumb going up like that and then pointing at the screen. His orders literally went overnight like that.
Yeah.
For tile and grouting. And it's only when I Googled it, because he didn't know he'd accidentally found it, and he didn't know it was a featured snippet. He didn't even remember what he searched for in Google. So I backtracked and found that they got a featured snippet overnight.
Yeah.
So this is why I'm chasing that. But all of this is giving you links to the website. Now, once this goes on the website, it's duplicate content. So this will be deleted.
Yeah.
Or the way through it is to put it back to draft, print it on your website. And then once that's published, I can go back to this and I can date it afterwards, because Google knows which date the article was published first.
Right.
So that's very important to tip to remember. You can use this and just duplicate your blog with your blogger and collate all these backlinks from nowhere.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I'm talking again. I can talk for days. Yeah, that's about it. Press release, which you know, I can do that. I quite like these. These are really pretty. I've just got one little account here. Publish what makes tech more lights. So this is the gardening company. Oh, this is what was when you said about the lockdown, this is the garden company here that they're in Camberley, so I was in there. And then you've got the video on there as well, which is another backlink. So it's got the circle of life with Google. You know, you're sharing YouTube not only on yours, but actually on external websites as well. It's a Google product. The first thing that you said, Alan, when we came on the call, you said we were nowhere, then lockdown happened, everybody's invested in their homes, everyone's got too much money to spend. Trust me, I did the same thing. And you said first thing you do is increase your prices. I doubled my hourly rate very early on, and I didn't have the confidence, because I saw 2019 I saw a business advisor, and he said, you've got imposter syndrome, you're not charging enough for your services, you're UK nationwide, you double it. Even if you get less clients and you sack the ones that start protesting about you doubling your rates, you're not going to see yourself in 18 months. And do you know what? He was dead right. I didn't even get charged for that. It was a free consultation in Somerset. So Mr. Garden Guy, same as you, lockdown, and then lockdown again. And then he brought me on at the end of term, in fact, December 2022. We did Christmas lights as his first blog. And he said, I want to get to lockdown. I want all of this juicy traffic. But that reflects what you said to me. You're never going to get this again, because unless we get another pandemic again, you're not going to replicate the ideal conditions.
Well, you're not going to. Well, you know, it's not strictly true. You're not going to get it if you don't do anything different. And what we've done different is we've made our pond bigger to make sure that we capture more of that fish. But now we need to be clever in how we go fishing in those ponds.
Yanklee's really good for carp fishing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this chappie is UK nationwide. So with him, and I said it is a combination of demand and revenue. You know, we save so much money. This is the first time ever that we went. Is it Vanguard? We opened a Vanguard account because we couldn't invest anything anywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, with all the will in the world, you know, the fish, you know, the world is really your oyster, because it's going to be so easy to guide you with such an aged domain, and with, you know, the right advice, the right staff, the right support, you can't go wrong.
Cool. I look forward to starting on the journey and see where it goes. Our analytic on this, as you well know, Nina, is real simple. When we spend money on stuff like this, what we expect to see is a direct, measurable increase in our traffic and our conversions from it, and that's what this is all about. We are a company that sells windows, but we are a digital marketing company that has a product for sale. It's as simple as that.
I like that. The other thing that I would throw in there as a KPI is your rankings. That's got to be in there.
Yeah.
And the other thing is that how often do you need me to update you in, let's just say, in this 4 to 5 week, month-long progress, because it's called a 30-day.
Yeah, just you get on with it for 30 days and then we have a conversation at the end of it.
I love that.
Yeah.
I've always said there's two types of clients. The ones that want to know you, they want to call every Friday, they want to sniff your socks. And then I've got people that just go, get on with it.
I'm too busy to sniff your socks, Nina. Get on with it.
You don't want to sniff your socks.
Yeah,
that's grand. So let's wheel it back then, and let's have a look at your search terms, because once we agree the search terms, we can bugger off for the evening.
Yeah.
Where are you? There you go. Right. Okay. So let's start. As I say, I wanted to start at Hampshire anyway.
Yeah.
So if we go for Hampshire, and obviously we don't need to do Brackenwood. Where's next to Brackenwood?
What do you mean? Where's next to Brackenwood?
In terms of the 120 areas that you wrote down earlier.
All right. So, obviously, Basingstoke's our hometown. So where's my?
Did you invite me? Have I been rude and not looked at my emails?
Well, no, it's not a clever sheet, so I don't know how to invite you to this one. It's a standard stupid Excel sheet.
Okay, well, if you shared it with me, I'll find it on Google Drive.
How can I share it? How do I share the damn thing?
So if you could share your screen for me a sec.
Hold on, share with people.
Oh, you got it, share with people.
Nina, what's your...
I'm just going to type it into my spreadsheet so you can paste it. Oh, it's capitalized. If you use that one, that's my old line 11 column I on mine.
Yeah. The link can't be sent because at least one recipient isn't valid. Why are you not valid?
But if you add me, I can navigate and find it on here from my end without you sharing it, if you just add me address. Do you want me to look at your screen?
Hold on a second. I'm trying to get back to the... So in your line 16, see if that link gets you there. In your line...
Oh, right, okay.
Local area web pages.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah. So if we can go for a circuit around Basingstoke, which ones on this list can we?
Okay, let me just get the map up.
And also, I'm coming to Fleet in the middle of May.
Okay. That'll be good to, if you've got 5 minutes to have coffee.
I'll have more than 5 minutes, and can't we go for a pint instead?
Oh, that sounds like a great idea.
Thank you. Did you know that the top of our property, which needs double glazing, we rent a couple of spare rooms out on Airbnb.
Oh, okay, cool.
Alfie can fill you in how many out of 10 because he's stayed with us before.
Right. Okay, so from Basingstoke, then you want Alton,
Yeah.
Whitchurch,
Yeah.
Andover,
Yeah.
Winchester,
Yeah.
Barnham.
Well, I mean, they'll do, to be fair.
Yeah.
We all right with those?
Yeah.
Okay, so Basingstoke, Hampshire, Alton, Whitchurch, Andover, Winchester.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Okay. The thing is, with any of my presentations, it's completely different than working with an agency because I have got sod all design skills. You're not going to get anything from me that involves Photoshop or something like that. You can see this is the extent of my reporting.
Yeah.
If you need anything to look pretty, I'll probably send it to Alfie and get him to do it to make it look pretty. Other than that,
I'm not interested in pretty. I'm interested in the numbers.
my kind of guy. I'm good. Have you got any more questions?
Not at all. Not
okay,
at all.
I've got some. The next thing is calendar. Because I'm actually in America in a couple of weeks. And so I can start work, but I'm not going to be able to complete the whole of the schedule before I fly.
It's fine.
So what I will do, I'll prioritize it and I will get the blog post done as a priority. And I will go in any of these here. Let's have a look. So these, none of these say areas. Can you tell by looking at these which areas they're in? That's gorgeous. Is that an orangery?
Yeah. Yeah. I can't tell by looking at which ones are where, but by close of play tomorrow, you will have
right.
And look, listen, like you said earlier, it doesn't really matter, does it? It could be my granny's kitchen.
Yeah, true. But it's easy for me if you actually have got something like a review, like that chappy there, review, you know. So it doesn't really matter where this guy is. I can optimize this video.
Yeah.
But off the top of your head, do you not know where this is?
There you go. Does it say there?
They even bought their own Hoover and tea bags. Wasn't the cheapest, but that's okay. Jim and Ant were lovely. I'll tell you what, I'll just add that to the notes video. So it's this. And it's nice because it's a recent one.
Yeah.
So video, SEO. Okay, lovely. And just finally then, before I run away, shopping list. So I've got all of that. Do you mind if I have your mobile number?
07540.
Yeah.
885515.
Yeah. Company logo, I can get that from. I will send you this CMS UK. You're not Shopify. So if I get that benchmarking, yeah, do that, yeah, fine. Okay. I'm not going to summarize anything tonight, Alan. I'm knackered. I want to go and.
Fine. Yeah, I've got enough out of that. That's absolutely fine. Let's
Yeah.
just crack on, enjoy America, and let's get some an update when you get back.
All right, we've got a deal. See you soon.
Thanks, Nina.
See you
Appreciate your time.
soon. Bye.
Thank you.